They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run right side with Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific hustle over there and getting running back to the ground.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Back to the running game with Mostert. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second and 9 now. And that is incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I don't even know why this team showed up. Yellow. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Tighten up.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 49. Check 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Man, I got you. Mike's 50. They can't hang with us. Yellow. Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 52. 15. 49's the Mike. Let's get it together, defense. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. pass run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 58, right over there. Right
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, this is caught. He hits more. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will get this into the end zone.
Time to go to work.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Patrick Mahomes, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here I come. Hey, 15. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
On third down, it's Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Push him back. Hey, Mike, 50.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 22, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He'll look to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, 58. Attack. I got him. He's checking.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
It's just me and you. 58, right over there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Check Mike, six. Go, 70 Lions.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 33-yard line.
Second and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Hey, 50, 50's the mark. Hey, 43, 15. Here we go. Check nickel. Attack!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Hey, 15.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Pick it up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You don't want none. Switch.
Yellow.
49's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, 57 colors.
Mike's 49.
Now here's Mahomes. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Here we go. He's crashing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
49's the mic.
On second and 7, Mahomes. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A big play there for the Raiders. And, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Second and 11.
They'll set up a throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Pushing his way through. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Okay, ready? 5, 6. Get the ball. Strip that ball. Walk, get walk.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first. And by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They hand it off to Mostert. Big hole up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Good job.
Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 30, Packers 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Yellow.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Yellow.
Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Get your swerve on.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mitchell again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
43, 16.
Mahomes will throw for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
On the return, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by Anderson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Here we go. Here we go.
A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and they can't bring him down. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Raiders 40, Packers 20. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready? Check
Yellow! Yellow!
Joker!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.